Hello, my name is Rainey and welcome to Kyhmah 101. So we made it to video 10. Yesterday was really powerful and impactful for me. I did 2 videos back to back. I was so excited. Well, I stopped and ate some dinner and took a shower and whatnot, but still, this is all new for me. I want to talk a little bit in this video about how I envision the nuances and what I see for just the practical side of things. I mean, like I said, the details, I don't really have the details worked out I don't have them down to a science. I couldn't tell you like how this is going to work and how that's going to work and, well, what if this happens and what if that happens? I really have no, I have some idea of how to solve issues that may come up, that may put people or that may appear to be like, I don't know, we have this thing where if something doesn't go right, we tend to accuse other people of not having their stuff together or not having thought things all the way through, not realizing that, when you are in a trial and error phase, you have to go through a lot of different things that may not work until you can get to the one that does work. And I think for the most part, people are so trained and used to just giving up and throwing in the towel because nothing is set up. This is the type of project that requires everyone to lead. Like, everyone has to have an input. Everyone has to really, really go within themselves and meditate and say, okay, well, how would I want this for myself? And what am I willing to compromise or yield so that everyone has the same. So, in one of my previous videos, I talked about balance, and just how I was born. I really, really tend to focus a lot on things being equal and things being fair and things being just. For that reason, growing up as a child, I wasn't let into a lot of the clubs. My sisters wouldn't tell me a lot of their secrets. Not that I can't keep a secret. It's just that, if you have dirty hands and you're coming to me with something you did to someone else, I'm never going to team up with you. I'm never going to be on your side. I'm always going to be on the side of what's right. And not because I don't like not because I don't want camaraderie. I mean, I've read, winning friends and influencing people. I've read that when I was in high school, and I thought I was going to be a journalist, and I thought I was going to, a broadcast journalist, and I thought I was going to be the person who brings to life things that are going on in the world in a way where everyone can, benefit from it. And I really believed that I was going to be that when I was in high school, like when I was growing up. And I still do believe that I actually am that. I'm a songwriter. So I am that. But in this situation, I basically need everyone, like, to put their brains together, and to put their hearts together, and to put their minds together, and to not be self-absorbed, and to not be selfish, or you know, I want you to have an expected outcome. I want everyone to experience something wonderful. My desire is that we all can work together to see us all through this wonderful and incredible opportunity to, just, I guess, bless the world with this fortune, the fortune of healing vibrations through music, the fortune of Kyhmah. And so what I'm trying to say is, and what I'm saying is, we're all going to need to have equal footing. We're all going to need to contribute to thought. We can't be afraid to make mistakes. We can't be afraid to be wrong and go back to the drawing board. So the nuance that I see for how this is going to start, it's going to kind of be like a very, very small but sanitary resemblance of Woodstock. Now, don't get freaked out. I'm not talking about, no. I'm not talking about drugs and free sex or free love and just people just crapping everywhere. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about in terms of how do we put something so magnificent that we don't know how magnificent it's going to be. We only feel it. What will tell us how magnificent it actually is if we can stand the test of time. And so I imagine it like this. We start out with, a handful of people, more than enough, abundance. We start out with abundance. And then, I have learned this over the years. This is a fact. This is true. This is a tested adage. People will either weed themselves out or weave themselves in. And no one will have to worry about, well, is this right? Or does this feel right? Or, this person kind of gives me a little bit of the, heebie-jeebies, or this person over here, or I'm not in, if you're going to get involved in something like this in the hopes of having your life be reflected in a way where you get everything you want, this is not a project that you should be involved in. I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm looking for the misfits. I really, truly am. I've already seen it. I already know what that's about. I've already been involved. I've already touched it. I've already tasted it, felt it, smelt it, whatever. Sensed it in my being. I'm not looking for the people, the ones who are completely and totally put together, spiritual guru, master ascension. I'm looking for the people who don't know what the hell is going on, but they know they need to do something to change what's happening in the world. I'm looking, Kyhmah is going to attract those people anyway. It just is. This is not a lacy spiritual quest. This is not not to say that it's not going to be esoteric in nature, but just to say that it's not going to be like a popular trendy thing. There's going to be more sacrifice than anything. There's going to be the nuances are going to be such that, it's the environment, because Kyhmah really, if it's, okay, I'm sorry. There's so much I need to say, and I can't get it all out. And so now it's time for me to compartmentalize my thoughts. Give me 1 second. Okay, so the overall nuance is going to be the people. Nothing about what we are going to do is going to be outside of ourselves. It's not about the location. It's not about the looks of things. It's not about the, if you're looking for a project so that you can pop your collar or add something to your resume and to say that you've done this, I mean, it doesn't hurt. I mean, that's going to come with just being a part of this anyway. But if you're looking to do that, to be a part of this for that, this is not the project for you. This is the nuance of this is very earthy. It's very like pretend you're a newborn baby in an open field and you don't know how you got there, but you're there. And now it's time to live, and it's time to thrive, and it's time to survive, and it's time to feed, and it's time to release, and it's time to, and you've never done these things before. That's what it's going to be like. It's going to be like crawling in the mud uphill in molasses in the sand. It's going to, I know one person who's going to laugh at that beside me. Okay, anyway, it's not going to be the kind of thing. We're not going to be sitting around crisscross applesauce talking about Om. That's not what's happening here. What's happening here is the grunt work, the internal work, the iron sharpening iron. And I don't know if you've ever been to a forgery and you've heard how the men take the big hammer and they bang on the iron and they slam it, and then they throw it in the water, and then they stick it back in the flame, and then they pound it. Iron sharpeneth iron. I mean, they get that blade so accurate, and it's so sharp, and it's because iron sharpeneth iron. So basically, we're going to be healing each other, teaching each other, growing with each other, combating, struggling. There's going to be turmoil. There's going to be love. There's going to be romance. There's going to be fantasy. There's going to be everything, anything that you can think of that would tap into the cerebral part of being human. That's what we're going to experience. Pain, joy, suffering, lack, abundance, fear, all of the sensations that come along with being human. This is not a vacation. This definitely is not, it's not going to be pretty. Because we have to, the founder's flame, we're the ones that are going to lay the foundation. And we're the ones that's going to go through the oops and so this is not like, or we shouldn't have done it that way. Let's try it this way. Oh, it doesn't work that way. Let's go back to the drawing board. Let's try it this way. That's what the founder's flame is. And so the first group of people that decide to participate in Kyhmah will be considered the founder's flame. If you listen back to my other videos, I've talked a little bit about this, the founder's flame and what it means. And so I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an overall detail of the nuances of what I see for us to start. I'm not looking for Kens or Barbies or anything like that. I'm looking for people who are not afraid to, let themselves be exposed so that we can go ahead and develop this vibrational frequency, this weapon of mass creation, so that we can heal the world. And if you've made it to video 10 with me and you're here, we're already best friends. We're already good friends. It's just a matter of us meeting and being together physically. We're already spiritually connected. We're already connected in the heart space, in the mind space, and on in the spiritual realm. We're already connected. If you've made it this far and you're still interested, because I'm not holding any bars, I'm letting it all just fly out there, then I can't wait to meet you. And thank you for watching this video. Thank you for being here. Stay tuned. I'm probably going to do a couple more videos, and then I'm going to wait for the questions to come in, because what I'm trying to do is I'm going to try and post these at the same time, and I'm going to try and just get them all up in one shot. And then when the questions start coming in, then I can make the videos for the question answering, reading the questions that you guys send to me via email, and then me reading and explaining what I see in regards to the questions that you've asked. Okay, again, I'm Rainbird. Thank you so much for being here with me. I'll see you on the other side. Bye for now.